So I want to know, have you seen like those vlogs where it's like something diaries? I think some of the popular diaries vlog series that are floating around the YouTube atmosphere are like living alone diaries, or what else? Maybe like glow up diaries. That's a popular one. Um, I don't know. I've seen a lot of different variations of these like diary kind of vlogs. And the reason I'm starting this video off talking about the Blank Diaries series is because I think it's a good way to give some context to vlogging. Oftentimes, when you think of a vlog, you think of is simply showing someone's life, what they do on their day to day and everything like that. But the fact of the matter is, when you're a new creator, no one really cares about you. And I'm speaking from experience. Just a little quick story. I never like even knew about YouTubers. I would go on YouTube to watch music videos, and that's it. I didn't even know a whole world existed until the very end of 2015. I already had graduated high school, and that's when I found out about YouTubers and I found out about bloggers. One of the very first creators that I built a connection with was Raven Elise. And Raven was a vlogger, she just showed her day to day life. And she's a bit older than me. She was like in college, but like, already ahead. She was in an older class than me. So she just gave off big sister vibes. Hi, uh, Keshna. Hello, Keshna. Raven and Leash just gave off big sister vibes, and I really needed that at that time in life. So I built a connection with her, and it's been amazing to see her journey so far. There's other vloggers on here that I've built a connection with, and the reason it's been a question in my mind, should vlogging be a part of my own content strategy, is because of this fact: connection. I do think the vlogging format is a really good style of video where you can build a more, like a deeper relationship with your viewers. But for my particular content, like I'm not a lifestyle creator. I am more so building an educational brand with my YouTube channel. So that's where it gets a little foggy. Like for me, I don't think vlogs, just the nature of them and what people have come to expect when they see vlog in the title, that just doesn't give off like education brand vibes. It gives off lifestyle type shit. And that's not that's not the wave right now for me. I feel like if I seriously wanted to vlog, which I don't, I would create a whole separate channel for that. But that's just my opinion. But let's talk a little bit more about these blank diary vlog series. I feel like if you don't want to be a vlogger, but you feel there's a desire to vlog, perhaps these diaries could be a way to to integrate vlogging on your channel. But then again, I don't really know. For me, I'm using this video to strategize and think about different scenarios when it comes to vlogging. If you are currently watching or if you're on the replay, I would like to know, like, do you desire to vlog? Um, what is the appeal for you to add vlogging into your content strategy? Um, so I think we have to talk about the question, is vlogging dead? Like, are is that even something that people are doing these days? And from my observation, there's thousands of people that come onto YouTube with really no real strategy outside of the fact that they want to vlog. Some people do desire to be lifestyle vloggers. But in my opinion, I think if you choose that route, you are more prone to seeing slower growth with your channel. Not that your channel won't grow, but it tends, this is just from my own observation, to be a slower growth situation because people have to get to know you and, some type of like rapport has to be built with them in order for them to be receiving value from you. You aren't just giving them value up front because they don't know you. Savvy, hold on 1 second, guys. All right, so let me regroup. Let's see here. I did come across another visual artist that uses diaries interchangeably with vlog. When I think of a vlog, I think of behind the scenes, but since watching these lives is making me rethink a lot of things. I would love to know what you mean by, like, what are you rethinking in regards to vlogs? Um, so I was talking about, I don't really know what I was talking about, and I might have to go feed my daughter. But when it comes to the diaries series, right? I think I was saying, excuse me if I repeat myself, but I think I was saying, like, if you don't want to be a full on blogger, the diary series seems like a way that people are trying to implement blogging into their channel. Um, and I was saying, like, the diaries give some sort of context. Like, I've seen, like, I don't know if you know who Camilla Ray is, but she's the one that started the trend of how YouTube changed my life with less than 500 subscribers. She's doing a new thing of like vlogs of a diaries. She's doing the busybody diaries. Demita Joe stopping through to say hello. Hi, love. Thank you for stopping in. Have a beautiful night. And I'll see you next time. Whenever you have to get out of here. Marissa, hello, Marissa, if you're still here with us. Alyssa says, I am still new in establishing my channel, but I do want to do a diary series in addition to my regular content as a way to focus more on my personal development goals and updates. Ooh, I have so much to say about that, but I do think I have to go. So before I go be my daughter really quick, I love how you said you shared your reason, Alyssa, for why you want to do a diary series. A way to focus more on your personal development goals and updates. I feel a lot of us are drawn to want to vlog because at the end of the day, life is going on. And it can be hard to focus on YouTube content and focus on the things going on in your life without trying to bring them together in some way. So I know for me, I've considered vlogging because I'm like I got other things going on, outside of what my channel niche is. So if I vlog it, then I'm doing my content and doing the other things I need to do at the same time. But ultimately, I've decided against it because those other things are separate from what my channel niche is. And it's not, I don't have the right words for this, but it's not fair for me to put all the stuff I need to do onto my channel. What I'm trying to say is like, I have to have the separation because me needing to do stuff around the house and stuff like that, that has nothing to do with my niche. And it's just like, I can't force that into a piece of content just so I can try and kill two birds with one stone type of thing. But that's just for me. But, I know for some of us, that's why that thought of vlogging comes into your mind because it's like, ooh, if I can record this, then, I don't have to like find time for content and find time for other stuff. Just combine it. But I think that only works if your day to day life or the things that you are desiring to vlog and share connect to what your niche is. Alyssa says, yes, I'm a postpartum doula, and so my regular content is leaning towards new moms preparing for life after birth and becoming the mom of their dreams. I'm trying to find that balance because I think it got cut off. But she says, is there space for my own journey as a mother? Leaning towards new moms preparing for life after birth and becoming the mom of their dreams. Trying to find that balance because is there a space for my own journey as a mother? I think this is a really valid thing to consider. I'm a new mom as well. My daughter's 13 months, and I would love to create mom content, but that doesn't have nothing to do with my niche. And I told myself if I want to create mom content that bad, I would create a separate channel for that. I'm not one for combining multiple passions and interests into one channel. I believe that you have to be known for one thing to be known for many things later down the line. So that's my own philosophy, and that's my own thing that I'm following. But I definitely feel where you're coming from. I think for your particular situation, it seems like vlogging could work for you because, like I said, what you're doing on your day to day has enough of a connection to what your channel is about. But to your point, is there space for my own journey as a mother? You, I would consider how to make your journey valuable to your audience. And to be clear, my diaries content would not focus on my kids at all, just my journey as a woman and a mother. Yeah, I think that works for your niche. So that's really great. I think the takeaway from what Alyssa has been sharing with us is this like vlog if it has to do with your niche, but if it doesn't, if your day-to-day life has to do with your niche, but if it doesn't have to do with your niche, there is some consideration and some we got to get crafty. We got to get crafty. But I was talking about is vlogging dead? That's what I was thinking about. And I said, I don't think so because many people come on here trying to vlog. But is it a strategy that works to grow your audience slash grow your channel? That's what I'm thinking about. And once again, I'm considering blogging because of the connection that can be built between you and your audience, but that's a slow thing that happens over a long time. Who are some of your favorite bloggers? Like, think of your top 3 bloggers that you watch. Tell me they haven't been on the platform for more than 6 years. I could be wrong, but and maybe they're your favorite vlogger, but what about the biggest bloggers that you watch? Usually they've been on the platform for a long time. Keshan says, I still watch some of my old favorites and they incorporate their business within it. Not sure if you know of Tony Daly. I don't know of Tony Daly. But that's the thing. I feel like if you started as a vlogger and then you bring in your business afterwards, like if you were an OG, one thing we have to be mindful of is YouTube today is not YouTube of yesterday and it's not YouTube of tomorrow. And what I mean by that is some of the vloggers we love and that we watch, they came up in a different type of like era of YouTube. And if we're thinking about back in the day when when vlogging was a major thing, vlogging used to be a thing. And they had a window of opportunity at that time to be established as a vlogger, as a lifestyle vlogger, and that be okay. Like there was no expectation for them to be anything else but a lifestyle vlogger because that was the era of YouTube at that time. But is that the era in 2024? In my opinion, no, that's not. And that's why it's such a hard, tricky thing for those of us considering, like, I would like to vlog, but is it worth my time? I would like to vlog, but will it be actually beneficial to my channel? Um, Rhoda, sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but she says, great point. They have a solid personal brand. Exactly. And I'm happy you brought up personal brand because a lot of these OG bloggers, they do have a solid personal brand and now they're able to layer businesses and other ventures on top of that. But what about the creator who's just getting started building their personal brand? Should they do that through blogging? I'm really unsure about that. I'm unsure about that. Marissa says, I can relate to liking to see how moms are getting things done. Like I love Nala's video where she went on a walk while recording a video. It was a light bulb moment for me. That's interesting you brought that video up because it was spontaneous and I was just like, I want to create a video, but I'm on my mom shift right now. So it's like I was trying to multitask, but that video isn't that high performing of a video for me. And that only matters in certain scenarios, but it's like I never did a video like that again because one is just that's really hard to multitask, be on my mom shift and create content that doesn't necessarily have to do with being a mom. So I was able to create that video though because I wasn't trying to let my mom duties stop me from what I had to say, but at the same time, I felt I think the video was good, but I don't know if my thumbnail and title and everything like that was the greatest. It was just one of those videos I just wanted to post. Alyssa says, I like vlogs, but not just for the sake of someone vlogging. I want to see doula vlogs or small business owner vlogs with a purpose. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this because that's what I'm saying. I feel like on a low key, I'm starting to see more like entrepreneurship vlogs, but I'm scared to do that myself. I'm just second guessing it. And like I said, I'm taking this video to really think and strategize like, will it be worth it? But yes, vlogs with a purpose. And I guess that was what I was trying to say with these blank diaries vlogs. I think people position the videos like that to try and have some type of purpose, like those living alone diaries. I guess that's to connect with other people that's living alone, give some type of, context to it. But yes, Alyssa, I want to see small business owner vlogs, entrepreneurship vlogs, vlogs with a purpose. But then again, I feel like for you as a doula, you have action going on. I had a doula to bring my daughter into this world, and I thank God to this day that I had her. Your life is really like, oh, I got a baby coming over here. Baby just been born. You have more action. But what about someone like me who works from home? Like I'm an entrepreneur, right? But like I I don't have an office. Like it's not even me talking about aesthetics right now, but it's like, what am I going to show you? That's what I'm just thinking. Like, sorry, guys. I was going to take you off to show you my little desk area, but that's basically all I have is a little desk area here. I work in the house, I'm on my computer. How interesting can that be? Rhoda says a lot of current bloggers also started with tutorials and being educational. Like, so they start with tutorials and then start to vlog. One thing I wanted to bring up is like newer vloggers. Oh, I wanted to bring up Catherine Manning. Do you guys know Catherine Manning? I think I can pull up her page. But I want to talk about something like the Catherine Manning effect. This is something that I'm just making up on the spot. So you're going to have to flow with me. Let me get the page ready so I can share my screen and we can get into the Catherine Manning effect. Share screen, because Rhoda's comment here, it reminded me of this. So this is Catherine Manning. She used to be someone who had educational content, did tutorials on like YouTube stuff, content stuff, right? And then she just started vlogging, guys. She started vlogging. Look at her subscriber count, 495K subscribers. She started vlogging when she had like 300K subscribers, all off of educational stuff. And just look at her view count. 6K, 11K, 6.5K, 8K, 6.4K. You may think that's low, or you may think that's good relative to her subscriber count, but it was even lower when she first started vlogging because her audience was like, wait, what? You want to show us your life? Like, where's the YouTube tutorials? Show me how to grow my channel. Like, what is this? A lot of people reacted that way to her content. And ma'am just kept pushing forward. Ma'am just kept posting videos. And over time, she was able to establish a new audience that likes her vlog content. Not everyone from her days when she was a YouTube educator, we'll call it, stuck around with her because they weren't here for the lifestyle stuff. But as a creator, that's what she was ready to do. So she just did it. And the point that I want to make here, though, is you see some down here, 16K, 13K, 26K. Oh, here's the video. Right here, I'm changing my social media strategy. I don't know if that's the video, but that's one of the videos she's talking about, taking a break. But my point is, like, you can shift into vlogging if you want, but it's going to take time to get people on board with you. But the thing is, you have to stick with it, even if you don't get a lot of views at first. The views come eventually, but she talked about in a video, like she had to teach the algorithm what her content was about now because the algorithm was so stuck on her being the YouTube educator type of person. And it was also confused, like, why are you putting out vlogs now? but she had to keep doing it so the algorithm knew, no algorithm, I'm a vlogger now. Show my people the video to show my video to people that want to watch my vlogs. I hope that's making sense to you guys. Do you want to have a Catherine Manning effect? Like, are you willing to, if you want vlogging to be a part of your content creation strategy and you have an established audience of some sort, you're going to have to be willing to deal with the low views in the beginning until people want to get on to the lifestyle bandwagon. That's a little point that I wanted to make here. Keshna says, man, you really got me thinking. Most of the people I know in the visual arts are doing tutorials and educational content as well as product reviews as their brand collaborations. And this is another great point. When you think about yourself relative to your niche, especially if you're in an educational brand or a brand where vlogs aren't necessarily a thing, you could begin to set yourself apart if you implement a vlogging strategy. There's so many things to think about when it comes to vlogging. The Woo Pig podcast, hello, if you're here with me, says congrats on passing that 1K subscriber milestone. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Marissa says, A.O. Hammer is a visual artist that does diary day in the life content. I really like it, but I definitely don't have the energy for it. That's another point. If you're considering having vlogging a part of your content creation strategy, you're signing up for a lot more effort into just one video. You have to capture these different clips, then put the video together compared to a sit down content or a more focused, one subject based video. Is that something that you want to do? Do you want to vlog that bad that you're willing to increase the output just to get out a vlog style video? Alyssa says, do it. I love seeing the early stages and how you started from the ground up. What is your daily entrepreneur routine? How do you run your business when you're not on your mom shift desk tour? Those are the types of things, Alyssa, I've been thinking about. And though I'm scared, I know I'm going to try it because I have to try it. I'm still in the early days of my YouTube journey, so I'm not afraid to try things. I'm willing to try it and see if that would be something I want to stick with. Alyssa says, love Catherine Manning. She just had a baby. Yes, she did. She did. She was educating, but not basically vlogs her new mom life. Yeah, like she completely switched. I wouldn't consider her an educational brand or channel anymore. But I know I was curious because Nosy Me was like, who the daddy? Was this planned? Not that it's any of my business. Girl, I was wondering, like, where is the man at? Where's the father? I guess he's like in the army or something. Erin on Demand is good at that as well. Also just announced her pregnancy. I was so happy for her. I really was. Let's talk about Erin on Demand for a second because Erin on Demand, she does do a good job of including vlogging into her channel. But the question I have, and it's not any shade, is it working for her channel? That's what I have to ask myself. If you take a look at Erin's channel, relative her subscribers compared to her view count on her vlogs, I think that's only right now. She's had periods where her vlogs have done well, but I don't know, for some reason right now, I just don't feel like she's getting that much engagement for some reason. I don't know why. She's great. Let's pull up her page. Let's pull up Erin's page and just take a look so you guys can see what I'm talking about. She got a new banner. She has a new banner. Let's take a look at the banner. Building a life and business I love. To me, I'm predicting a major pivot in Erin on Demand's channel of much more lifestyle content. So If you look at her recent content, besides the baby reveal, she has 392K subs, 5K, 7.7K, 7.7K, 6.1K, 5, like under 10K. She had one breakout video so far this year, 152K, Q1 2024 planning, right? But here's her vlog content. Pay attention to the vlogs, you know? The vlogs are, I don't know, like, do you consider this well, or is it doing good? Another breakout video happened to be a vlog. It was Lazy Girl Era is officially over. I love this video, you know? So my question is like, is it working for her? The question doesn't hold that much weight. I just don't know how to put it. Like, it's like, I wonder if Erin is trying to have a Catherine Manning effect indirectly. You know, I'm not saying she's sitting over here thinking about this, but is she just slowly but surely trying to shift into the vlogging space? And it's like, it's going to take some time for people to get with the program over there. And she just has to deal with the low views. She did say in the pregnancy video, she will be sharing like the first trimester and different things about her pregnancy and stuff. But the business content will be back, you know? So it's like, see this vlog, turning the thermostat up on for success, Discipline Girl Era, 14K. I don't think that's bad, you know? What do you guys think if you watch Erin on Demand about the vlogs? And like, she's just a good example of someone who isn't a vlogger, but obviously implements vlog content. Keshna says, I think Erin does a great way of adding the vlogs where she's incorporating the pod vlog. I thought those were cool, but did you notice she only did a few pod vlogs? Why didn't she stick? If they was working, why didn't she stick with them? I'm one thing about me, I'm very analytical. That's one of my skills, top skills. And I do a lot of analyzing what other people are doing just to see if it's worth me trying. People are looking for authenticity. Authenticity, Rhoda says. Vlogs can sometimes be too curated. Understanding what to share and what not to share is also important. Ooh. Ooh. This is kind of like a hot take, something that I kind of let slip through the cracks a little bit because, to your point, you're right. I'm over here saying, oh, vlogs are great for connection with the audience. Yeah. But you're right. Vlogs can be too curated. Now, someone might be looking at your vlog thinking like you purposely put that in there, and that might have an adverse effect on your audience. I'm going to circle back to that. Alyssa says Katie Steckley too, but she has a separate vlog channel that shows her van life. Yes, I love Katie Steckley. And I think that's what I'm saying. If you want to vlog for real, I would have a separate channel. I'm not talking to you directly, Alyssa, but I'm just saying like people who have that feeling inside, like, ooh, I really want to vlog. I would do it separately for the most part. And maybe do the sprinkle like the diary series on your main channel. Keshna says, I really want to know your mic setup, especially since it's wireless. This microphone is called the Rode Wireless Go 2. Rode Wireless Go 2. Yes, congrats on 1.15K. I'm watching the previous vlogs. Thank you for lives. Thank you. Okay. Tammy Morrison, are you still here with us? Are you still here with us? Moni Rose is checking in, says hello to everyone in the chat. Hi, Moni. Moni, Money, Rose. I think these creators that have been on here for years and years run out of educational ideas and want to find a way to like level up their communities beyond how to start a channel or a crowd. I agree. And that's something I wanted to talk about. If Erin is shifting over into, you know, more lifestyle stuff, more power to her, because look at, she has 378 videos. She's proven her knowledge. She's built a brand here for herself. But I guess I'm no who am I? But this is my live, and I'm sharing my opinion with you guys. So these are thoughts that I'm thinking about. If we're just using Erin as an example, I don't think it's about running out of ideas, because if you want you, we have AI, like we have things to create ideas for us. I think it's running out of passion. A lot of these older creators that's been on here, they may not feel passionate about the tutorials and educational content they was making. Now they want to, their life is moving on. When Erin started her channel, she was in her early 20s, on the grind, trying to build up her business, build up her brand. Like that's all she really had to focus on. Now she's a whole wife. Now she's going to be a mother. So her life is happening. And I feel her, I can understand if she wants to just be in her life instead of, and that passion for educational content has decreased because life is going on, you know? And I think that happens for a lot of people. And I think even if you're not an established creator like Erin on Demand, your life is still going on. But what I was going to say about Erin, if if she, I think she would be a great vlogger. I think people would want to watch her vlogs. If I was her, or if I could tell her, I would say I would suggest making a separate channel, like a vlog channel, and really bringing us along, and not feeling like you only have to show us the business side to your life, or show us the, she came out with something recently, if we're talking about diaries, because that was the question I had up on here. Should you create a blank diaries vlog series for your channel? She It says wealthy life diaries, wealthy life diaries. That's something that she's coming up with. People really get creative with these diary series, and that was one of her things. The wealthy life diaries, that goes in line with her brand, right? And it's just like, um what was I saying? She has to be on brand with her vlogs regardless. She does a good job of making sure if she shares vlog content is on brand with the Erin on Demand brand. We have a lot of rhyming going on. But I would consider, like, hey Erin, maybe make a vlog channel and really bring us along. No, you don't need to share everything with us. I'm not saying that, but if you create a separate vlog channel, then you would have more freedom in your content creation, and you'll really build a community, like a sub community of people who genuinely want to be involved in your lifestyle like that. And then Erin on Demand can be reserved for your educational content when that passion increases for you again. That's what I would say to her if I could, but I can't. It's just my 2 cents. Take it to the bank if you want. If you don't, just leave it there on the floor. Let's take Erin on Demand off. Alyssa says, I when I see a creator, I don't like when I see a creator that has basically the same video 10 different ways. You can tell they are just trying to hit those SEO keywords. That's true. That's true. Rhoda Love says, it may be hard to turn off from work mode when you are vlogging and showing your day-to-day life. I wonder if bloggers feel like they can be present without documenting everything. That's another thing to consider if you want to vlog. And I had brought that point up earlier. It's just like, vlogging sounds cool, but who's here actually created a vlog before? Who's here vlogged edit the thing on up and posted it up on YouTube. Tell me that wasn't a lot of work. Tell me it wasn't a different experience from just creating like a sit down video, because it is. And to the point of like documenting everything, I don't mind documenting stuff. I'm a great you guys don't even want to know. I have like 100,000 photos and videos in my phone. I don't mind documenting, but I think it's about that storytelling and trying to put it together for the consumption of someone else. It's a lot of work. And you have to ask yourself, do you want to do that? Or does the idea, like, I just wonder, are people just attracted to the idea of vlogging, you know? So yes, maybe the creativity is getting stale and that's why they switch it up. Yeah, I think that's a great way to put it. Creativity can get stale. Jakey Wakey says vlogging is fun, but I'm pretty sure I'm doing it wrong. There are more pieces to put together. B-roll, sound effects, sometimes multiple shots, text overlays, sometimes graphics. Can we talk about it? Oh my gosh. Like, vlogs are a lot. Moni Rose says, I've been on YouTube for a while, but lost my passion for couponing content. Now I'm trying to pivot into fashion and beauty. Um, I don't want to lose my train of thought. I have something to say to that. Um, I lost my thought. So let's talk about pivoting for a second. Pivots are great, but they're hard. It's a season. It's like when you cut your hair and you have to deal with the grow back phase. Um, But I think here, and when I say these little tidbits, it's not to single anyone out. When you guys leave comments, it brings up things in my mind that I want to share at on the topic at hand. This particular comment on the screen reminds me of the level of intentionality you have to put in when you first start your channel. Regardless if you started your channel with the level of intentionality I'm about to talk about, you started, and a lot of people is still sitting there not creating content. So you're ahead of the game in that aspect. But Keshna brings up a point that I was about to talk about. She said, I like the advice you gave in a previous video, 3 to 5 years, one focused content. And I don't know how long you were creating couponing content for, but I do like to share this advice that I got from someone else. When you choose your channel niche, it does need to be something that you can do it for at least 3 to 5 years, because you don't want to run out of things to talk about or run into your creativity getting stale, is how it's been said so far, or just that passion running low for the topic. And it can take a while to think about, well, damn, what is that? What is that thing can I talk about for 3 to 5 years? You know? So if perhaps you've done the couponing thing, for example, for 3 to 5 years and you're done with it, I think sometimes a lot of I'm making an assumption that some people don't want to just start over from scratch completely and start with a brand new channel. And that's fine if you don't want to, but if you don't, you're going to go through that phase of like your current audience, they didn't subscribe for in this example, fashion and beauty content. So some of them will come along to you for your pivot, others won't. And regardless, if you continue to create content in your new niche, the algorithm will get it eventually and place your content in front of the right audience. But it's like being okay with that dip. I guess on social media is being called the flop era. I don't know. I don't be on TikTok these days, guys. So I don't know the language. I get it like later on. I think it's called like flop era. You have to be okay with being in a flop era if you're pivoting, or if we want to circle back to the topic of tonight, if you start to vlog, if you make vlogging a part of your content creation strategy. But it depends on how you go about making vlogging a part of your content creation strategy. Kennedy Johnson. Ade Kemi, what's up? I love Kennedy. Does vlogs really well, and interesting enough, she doesn't take her views outside of her house pretty much. Her viewers outside of her house pretty much ever. She has a great personality and super engaging. I was wondering if anyone would bring up Kennedy J, and I was considering bringing her up myself, but I think Kennedy is like honestly a special case. If you aren't familiar with who we're talking about, I can go ahead and bring up this person's page just so you can get an idea and everyone is on the same page. But the vlogger we're talking about, her content is her personality. She has a very lively presence. She doesn't even make thumbnails, guys. She doesn't make thumbnails and she doesn't have to, but she's been on the platform for a long time. Her oldest videos goes back 7 years, and she has a huge following on Instagram as well. So I think this brings me to a point that I wanted to share. Um, I've said it before, but you might not have heard it. A lot of our vloggers, the people that we watched, they kind of had us fooled. They fooled us in a sense. And what I mean by that is you could see someone like Kennedy and think, oh, I could do that. I can come on here and do that. Because you may know yourself. You may know you also have a electric personality such as her. But Kennedy is truly a one of one. And sometimes when you watch your favorite vloggers, you get so enthralled into the fun of all of it or into the swing of everything, and you convince yourself you can come on this platform and do the same thing, of course in your own way. But the point I'm trying to make is like the people you watch can skew and interfere with what your own content strategy should be. And I went through that myself. I don't know if you guys know who Chelsea Janae is. I feel like I've been talking about her in my last every live I did this week. But this is Chelsea Janae, and she's a vlogger through and through. That's what the folks say, right? She's a vlogger, and when I started my first channel, I had just found Chelsea, and I just was watching her so much that I'm like, oh, I can vlog. Like, let me just start vlogging. Like, I can do it. And it skewed, it kind of made me not really take the time to give true thought process to content strategy. YouTube is something that you do want to put a level of thought into, you know? But when you watch your favorite creators, you sometimes jump the gun and just think, I'm in a way, not to say that you're gonna try and copy them, but in a way, you're just like, maybe it's subconscious. You're just like, "Ooh, let me just do that. I could do that." Instead of thinking about what am I passionate about? What do I like? What am I good at? What how can I actually provide value to people? You kind of skip that thought process, and then you find yourself in a conundrum. I love what Real China Vlog says. They made it look easy, and that's the thing. That's the thing. I went through that. Chelsea made it look light. Raven Elise made it look simple when no, it takes some thought. It really takes some thought if you want to be able to do this for the long haul and not wake up one day and be like, what the hell am I doing on here? I had that experience. I'm only speaking from something I went through. I was like, what is this? Like, this is not even like how I would have moved about my YouTube channel if I really put some thought into it instead of just being clouded and my creativity being so maybe in a sense influenced. Maybe is that the word? We talk a lot about influencers telling us to buy stuff, but we don't talk enough about influencers and their impact on our own personal creativity. So, um, let's see what you guys are saying. I find vlogging much harder to film and edit than a sit down video. I still do vlogs with the intention to show my personality. I can't deny that sit down videos I like creating most. Me too. And if we talk about being prolific with our content creation, what just means being consistent and getting out as much content as possible, vlogs sometimes don't really allow for that. Like Liz is saying, it can be harder to film and take more time to even get up on the platform. I love sit down videos. Um, Alyssa says vlogs are hard. I always forget to film because I'm so busy momming. I think B-roll and voiceover would be my golden combo. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely different formats of vlogging, but it's just that more traditional vlogging. It's like, how do we make that work for our own individual channels? Real China Vlog says it's all intentional. Um, Rhoda says, who is the vlogger mentioned? Chelsea? Are we talking about Chelsea? Chelsea is just a vlogger. I'm over here on her older videos. I'll go to her latest videos. But look, vlog, spend the day with me, vlog, dinner with the view, vlog, he surprised me. 32K views, 25K views, 41K views. Does anyone here watch Aaliyah's face and Kyra on Monique? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Does anyone? If not, we don't have to get into the subject, but I'm just wondering. Okay, so let's talk a moment about the types of vlogs that one can do. So can you, yeah, if you guys watch Aaliyah and Kyra, let me know. Let me know, and I can circle back to that topic. But let's talk about the formats of a vlog. So I know someone has brought up like B-roll with a voiceover. Tomorrow, I'm actually coming out with something that would have been a vlog, but I couldn't even bring myself to even make it into a vlog for real. So I used the footage as B-roll and did a voiceover. So there's that type. Ade Kemi saying Kyra's content cinematic. There are those cinematic type vlogs. That's another different format. There's also the format of the more like, okay, this is literally showing what you're doing all throughout the day. The breakfast, the this. Then there's the vlogs with the montages, a lot of different montages in them. There's a lot of different formats. Earlier, someone brought up the pod vlog, which is something I saw Aaron on Demand do, which again is like, oh, what's this? Aaron on Demand do, which is like basically B-roll talking, B-roll that doesn't necessarily have to do with the voiceover, you know? So I think when it comes about should you vlog in 2024, it's like what format works for you? What format works for you? Because I think that's something to consider. For me, a Kyra type vlog, now that she has time, but Kyra, that's her. She's a vlogger. She's a vlogger. So why wouldn't she kind of go the extra mile and do something like a cinematic vlog? But Chelsea, on the other hand, she doesn't really do cinematic vlogs. She kind of just records the different parts of her day and clips it together. Real China Vlog says, I stopped watching. I just feel like I couldn't relate anymore, even though I enjoyed the content. And this is in regards to Kyra and Aaliyah's face. If you don't know who these people are, do you really watch vloggers? No, I'm playing. But these two women, Aaliyah and Kyra, are top viewed vloggers, especially when it comes to Black women. Kyra Amonique. And this comment here, I feel like is so I couldn't put it into words, but there was a time, like, remember the time when you couldn't wait for Kyra to post a vlog or you couldn't wait for Aaliyah to post a vlog. But for me, I'm in the phase with them where I think it's the same way. It's like, I don't know if it's necessarily about not relating. I don't know. Maybe it feels too aspirational. I think if you think of a psychology of a viewer, I've heard this before. In your content, you want to have some level of aspiration because that attracts people to you if you have something or do something that they want. But for Kyra and Aaliyah, I can agree that sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, I know nothing about this. And not that I wouldn't watch it, I don't prioritize watching it these days. But to this point of like relatability, that's another reason why I'm like considering the vlog content. And maybe I'm not really considering it. I just wanted to talk about this and see, are y'all considering it? Because relatability is such a great thing to have on your channel. But it's like, for me, I'm like, can I just continue to do that through my lives? I would have never known like my live streams could be so laid back in a sense. Lives have a different vibe than like a sit down video. This says, I'm so new to content creation. All aspects of it is new to me. So I feel if I don't try, how can I rule it out? But then when I think of a passion and strategy, sit down videos with value come to the forefront. That's how Liz, that's how I feel about it too. Like right now, it's the debate of should you vlog or not? Should you vlog or not? And I think this comment here on the screen is like the camp that I'm in. I'm gonna try vlogging in a sense, maybe, because like Liz is saying, why not? I'm so new. I can't rule it out if I don't try it. But the sit down content with the clear value, because vlogs provide value. Let me just take a moment to say that value isn't always only in like teaching somebody something. Value can come from comfort. Some of your favorite vloggers that you watch, what do they provide? Comfort, companionship, do they not? So that's a form of value. We can't deny that. You have to ask yourself, in this season of your YouTube channel, is that the type of value you want to provide? Maybe you do. Or maybe it's not necessary to provide that value right now because you're providing value in other ways. So much to think about. So much to think about. Real China Vlogs mentions Naja or Najee Noor. Please check her out. I am truly enjoying her content. I'll check her out. But yeah, dang, my heat is turned on. I don't think you guys can hear it. But do I have a verdict on should you vlog in 2024 or not? I think we've covered many different like pros and cons to blogging in 2024. And ultimately, it's going to be up to you and the goals that you have for your channel. Real Trying to Vlog says, I've only vlogged for 3 years. I'm at a point where I want to try everything but a vlog. It's very invasive. I overthink everything I produce. Here's another con coming up. I love content creation and the type of content creation I'm doing now because I'm able to have some type of separation. Because I'm not vlogging, I can document something, but it doesn't mean I have to share it in a vlog. Like I'm not obligated to share these different things of my life with my community. if it's about content creation or if it's about business, entrepreneurship, personal branding type stuff, I want to share that with you. But everything else that I got going on, there's no feeling like it's contractual in a sense that I told y'all I'm a vlogger. So now I got to show you these different aspects of my life. And it does create a sense of peace. I remember when I did first start YouTube and I was vlogging, I'm stressed out now, but I was more stressed when I was vlogging because it's like, if I didn't feel like picking up the camera throughout my life and everything, I would have nothing to show for it when it came time to post. And that was a different level of stress. It truly was. Um, Ade Kemi says, I tried with one vlog, but it wasn't as well received in comparison to my sit down videos. I'm not sure if it's because I'm still new, so the value fact in vlogs isn't really there. It's overall, it's not. It's not. It can be, but I just think as a new creator, I think it's best to lead with the sit down. It's also called talking head videos. Oh no, my daughter is upset. I've been on here for an hour. Because of that, I'm not sure if I want to try again. I don't know if you should. For me, watching sit down videos or lives feels conversational and more relatable. Vlogs in this season of my life feel like I'm just being a spectator. I love that point. I think that's a great point for me to end this live. I would hang out a little bit longer, but my daughter's upset and needs her mama. So thank you guys. I hope you have some things to think about in regards of should you vlog or not. Because I'm still figuring it out, y'all. We'll see what happens.